Grupo Taino is a group of young ladies and young men here in Columbia, South Carolina, that are trying to bring the culture from Puerto Rico, the bomba en plena, basically. And we also have some contemporary music like salsa, and we're trying to get it out in the community. So we're basically a folkloric dance group from Puerto Rico, but really from Columbia, South Carolina. Basically, the members of the group, starting off with the person who founded it, was my mother, Luz Maldonado Velez, and she came from Puerto Rico. She came over to the U.S., and that's where I'm at. And usually I love to dance ever since I was little, so I would see her moves, and I'd start like that. And so it's kind of contagious. So wherever me and my mother started doing the group, I was actually like 6 years old, and my mom decided to teach me the culture, and like did little events like at school. We'd sign up for volunteer things for cultural events. And she'd take me out, and I would invite a friend of mine, so she would probably invite another friend of hers, and we just go out there and we dance. And like I said, it's really contagious. So as I got older, it's something that I wanted to do. I'm really involved in a lot of dancing, and I just had friends at school of mine, for example, Israel Olivares, who is a very personal friend of mine. They came over and they said, hey, we need a guy, and they were like, okay, I'll do it. Yadira Ostos and Valerie Ostos, mother and daughter as well, are friends of the family that we grew up with. They're my godmother and my godsister. And so she's, Yadira being half Spanish, and Valerie, we say she's Spanish, but she grew up here as well. She took the culture in to her home, and so she let it explode, and she came and joined the group as well. Then we recruited Israel, and our last member is Antonio. And Antonio is somebody also from our school. And he's actually a really good friend of Israel's. He came over. He's from Puerto Rico. Israel's from Santo Domingo. It's another Caribbean island by Puerto Rico. And when we all got together, we said, let's make something where we can go out there into the Spanish community and show what the islands, our culture, our ancestry has to offer that's still alive today, and it's something that we don't want to lose in a world that's so diverse. We want to spread diversity and also show that uniqueness is also very good. La Bomba is more of an African Caribbean dance. Keep in mind the Puerto Ricans, just like many other Spanish cultures in the Caribbean and other places, are made of people from Spain, the African community, and as well as the Indian community. So that one is a mixture of everything, but it has more emphasis on the African. And it's a lot of drums. The plena is more focused on the Spanish part of it, and we use dresses that represented the ladies from Spain at that time.
Where do you learn these dances?
Personally, I learned it from my mother, who grew up in Puerto Rico. And sometimes we'll do workshops where we'll have people from Puerto Rico that are in town by any chance, and we'll ask them, before they come in to, take a look at the Cepeda group, which is the biggest group in Puerto Rico for bomba en plena, and they'll come over and they'll show us some more moves. But basically, I think it comes from the heart.
Through the organization Hispanic Connections, the group first performed for Navidad, Puerto Rico, and that has since become an annual event. They were so well received then that they now have engagements all over the state and in Georgia and North Carolina as well, helping to spread this aspect of Caribbean culture.
De rato en rato versaba, echándole un verso al otro, el otro niño al momento, los mismos versos se echaban, su nombre le susurraba, buscándole en el oído, secretos que con el río el otro niño cantaba, lele. A la orilla del cañón, allí estaba mi negrito, bailándole una plena, otro niño bonito. A la orilla del cañón, allí estaba mi negrito, bailándole una plena, otro niño bonito. Una silueta traviesa en la poca les quedaba, ya lejos la madrugada, el sol a caer comienza, a la orilla se le acerca, el otro ya sonreía, sus bracitos se extendían, buscando el atardecer, por querer estar más cerca, melodía se me fue con él.
A la orilla del caño, allí estaba mi negrito, bailándole una plena a otro niño bonito. A la orilla del caño, allí estaba mi negrito, bailándole una plena a otro niño bonito. A la orilla del caño, allí estaba mi negrito, bailándole una plena a otro niño bonito. A la orilla del caño, allí estaba mi negrito, bailándole una plena a otro niño bonito.
While the bomba and the plena may not be so well known, the group usually finds no explanation necessary when they bounce into the salsa.
The dance, first of all, for the salsa, is basically a 6-step dance move, whereas the bomba en plena is just kind of a jumpy 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The salsa is something that started back when the people were leaving the islands in the Caribbean, coming to migrate to New York. And when you ask what it is and why we did the skit, I think because a lot of people can relate to it because we have a club here in Colombia, and anywhere you go, you'll find Spanish music being advertised. And when you go there, it's usually in a club, and it's usually set in where if you go to a Spanish club, you usually want to bring a partner with you because salsa is usually a partner-type dance. And this skit we chose to do because sometimes it's not that easy finding a girl to dance with you, and we just thought we'd like to pick at that for a little bit. So that's why we chose this skit to do.
What would be the greatest compliment that someone could pay your group in watching the dances?
The biggest compliment, I think, would be that we brought a piece of our history and made it absolutely contagious to the point where they want to get up and dance with us. I think that's what our goal is. We want to get everyone up and dancing and not afraid to listen to this music and join us.